The air was thick with humidity, and the sky wore a heavy gray veil, as if bracing for something monumental. Within an hour, the rain had transformed into a torrential downpour, driven by a stalled low-pressure system that had parked itself over southern Ontario, drawing in moisture from Lake Erie and the Gulf of Mexico. By noon, the town's storm drains were overwhelmed. Water surged through culverts and ditches, spilling over roads and creeping into basements. The Lynn River, usually a gentle ribbon winding through the town, swelled into a furious torrent. Its banks burst by 1:30 p.m., sending muddy water rushing through downtown Simcoe. The roar of the river was deafening, drowning out sirens and the frantic shouts of residents trying to salvage what they could. At the intersection of Norfolk Street and Queensway East, cars floated like driftwood. The Simcoe town center parking lot became a shallow lake, swallowing vehicles up to their windows. Emergency crews, already stretched thin, struggled to reach stranded residents. The fire department deployed inflatable boats to rescue families trapped in their homes, while volunteers formed human chains to guide the elderly and disabled to higher ground. Power outages rippled across the town as substations flooded. By mid-afternoon, over 6,000 homes were without electricity. Cell towers flickered, and communication became patchy. The local hospital, operating on backup generators, was inundated with patients suffering from hypothermia, minor injuries, and panic attacks. Nurses waded through ankle-deep water in the ER, their scrubs soaked, their faces etched with exhaustion. In the south end of town, near Davis Street, a landslide triggered by saturated soil collapsed part of a hillside, burying a section of road and damaging several homes. Miraculously, no one was killed, but the psychological toll was immense. Children clung to their parents, wide-eyed and silent, as helicopters hovered overhead, surveying the damage. By 6 p.m., the rain began to ease, but the damage was done. Over 180 millimeters of rain had fallen in less than 12 hours, more than Simcoe typically receives in an entire month. A strong thunderstorm brought heavy rainfall that wreaked havoc on Simcoe and the surrounding area on Monday morning. The thunderstorm hit Simcoe between 11 a.m. and noon, with rainfall just ahead of it, said Environment Canada meteorologist Crawford Luke. There are a few unofficial weather stations in people's backyards, he noted. One in Simcoe recorded 62 millimeters of rain, with others registered at 49 millimeters in Simcoe and Jarvis. That's probably 2/3 of a month's worth of rain falling in an hour and a half, Luke said. When it hits towns or cities, it tends to be worse because of all the concrete and pavement. There is nowhere for the rain to go. People posted photos and videos on social media of vehicles driving through flooded streets, and there are reports of power lines being taken down by falling trees. The meteorologist noted that there was still some thunderstorm activity west of Simcoe that may result in a second round of adverse weather conditions, adding that Monday evening and Tuesday morning may be unsettled as well. Strong thunderstorms moving through southern Ontario produced a tornado north of London on Monday afternoon. A humid and unstable air mass draped across the region fueled a favorable setup for strong to severe thunderstorms. One of the storms acquired rotation near the community of Lucan, resulting in a short-lived tornado. Some minor damage was reported, including broken branches, downed trees, and crop damage along Highway 4 near Lucan. Environment and Climate Change Canada, ECCC, issued a tornado warning as the storm moved through the area. Experts will survey the damage and assign the tornado a rating on the enhanced Fujita scale in the days ahead. Tornado season is well underway across Canada. Ontario averages about 18 tornadoes per year. Monday's tornado in Lucan is the province's second confirmed tornado of 2025. Southern Ontario was battered with moisture-laden thunderstorms Monday, as an upsurge of humid air collided with an approaching cold front, resulting in downpours, gusty winds, and localized damage, including reports of a tornado near Lucan, Ontario, along Highway 4. We also saw some training thunderstorms South Georgian Bay on Monday, resulting in over 75 millimeters of rain falling over the area. Now, July is expected to kick off with some rumbles, as isolated thunderstorms are expected to linger through Tuesday across Ontario and Quebec, while a weak front sweeps across the provinces. The stormy pattern is forecast to continue through the rest of the week as well. Some residual instability from Monday's storms will linger into Tuesday, allowing for storms to attempt to fire up south of and along Highway 401, with breezes off Lakes Erie and Ontario serving as the trigger. The storms are forecast to stay non-severe and will track southeastward, lowering the risk of localized flooding. Conditions in the Greater Toronto Area should clear in time for evening fireworks, whereas Ottawa may experience morning showers and embedded storms before gradually improving by late afternoon. A weak front will move through the GTA Tuesday morning and into southern Quebec by the late afternoon/evening hours, breaking some of the humidity that has been plaguing the regions. This will, however, bring some rumbleye weather up into Quebec. Luckily, the bulk of the severe storms are forecast to remain stateside, but we will see some scattered storms make it into the Ottawa Valley in the mid-afternoon and the St. Lawrence region by the evening. We'll also see widespread scattered storms persist across northeastern Ontario and western Quebec through the day. Looking ahead, isolated lake breeze thunderstorms are likely in parts of southwestern Ontario on Wednesday and Thursday, particularly north of Lake Erie and Ontario. An upper-level trough is also expected to move through early Thursday, bringing more showers and storms to Quebec. Weather models have increased their confidence in thunderstorm activity in southern Ontario through Tuesday evening, highlighting the value of residents remaining alert to rapidly shifting conditions and having contingency plans ready.